This is a very special day at Kumu's house near Lugu Lake, high in the mountains. You see, Kumu's niece has just reached the age of 13. And like in many other cultures, it is time to celebrate an important ritual, the passage from childhood to adulthood. According to Moshuo custom, when a girl turns 13, she puts on a traditional long skirt like the one Kumu wears for the very first time in her life. In this case, it is truly a passage from generation to generation because the skirt, the sash, and the headdress are all handmade by great-grandmom, a labor of love she has been working on for many months. Suddenly, right before our eyes, a little girl is transformed into a beautiful young woman. Before she's escorted to make her formal coming-out visits throughout the village, Kumu's niece pays her respects to the fire god and other household gods. And of course, any special occasion in China calls for special food. So great-grandma whips up a wonderful delicacy, a special tea, flavored with yak butter. It is kind of like the Moshuo version of hot butter rum, seasoned with a little salt and sugar, and slowly churned until it is rich and creamy. Pancakes, which the Moshuo call kuai baba or rice pancake, are pan-fried over the fire and served up piping hot with the yak butter tea to wash them down. Then Kumu shows me another amazing food tradition. When eating roasted wheat powder, a local specialty, the trick is to toss it directly into your mouth by passing your lips. You just say, ah, and toss it in your mouth with a flick of your wrist. It is fast, it is tasty, and there are no dishes to wash. But you definitely need to follow it with a big sip of yak milk tea. After the refreshments, it is time for the youngest member of the Moshuo sisterhood to be introduced to the community. She takes a traditional delicacy with her, a leg of preserved pork, to present as an offering to friends and family. It is not just a big day for Kumu's niece. We are lucky to be here at the end of July, the time of the most important Moshuo celebration of the year, the annual tribute to heaven, mountain, and water. What the locals call Around the Mountain Festival. People come from all over the countryside to pay their respects to the mountain, give thanks for the gifts of nature, and pray for a good harvest in the months ahead. It is also a homecoming, a chance for family members and friends who have moved away to return to the village and spend time together, catching up, and you guess it, enjoying a special meal. Today, it is a flavorful stewed chicken and more of the special pork we saw at Kumu's house. Absolutely delicious. Guess what? This piece of pork, side pork, has been preserved for 7 years. Long time. You know what? The longer they believe, the longer you can preserve it, the more flavorful, the more intense the flavor. This is so intense. One piece of pork is enough for the flavor to linger in my mouth, to last for 5 years. As the sun begins to set, we head down the mountain to the lake for another wonderful eating opportunity. A picnic right on the water with a whole lamb slowly roasted over an open fire and some of the tastiest grilled vegetable in the entire world. The mountain air makes everything taste fantastic. And the entertainment is as good as the food. And the Moshuos are famous for a cappella singing. Their songs praise the natural wonders that surround them. But their clear, pure voices express something even more special, the strength and beauty of the Moshuo people themselves.
让